Alright, let's not dilly-dally anymore. Let's hop right into day 17. Before that, I'll just say that today is fucking massive a day due to my own fault. So I won't spend more than 1.5 to 2 hours on this. Yesterday didn't take as long, so let's hope we're about as time, because I have to finish making a presentation and practice it a bit before too, because I'm stupid. Anyway, let's see, what do we have? Conway cubes. As your flight slowly drifts through the sky, the elf and the mythical information bureau contact you. And they'd like some help debugging a malfunctioning experimental energy source. Let's turn the music a bit. A set of Conway cubes containing the pocket dimension. Its problems, you can't help but take a look. It contains an infinite 3D grid. At every integer three-dimensional coordinate, there exists a single cube, which is either active or inactive. Okay. In the initial state of the pocket dimension, almost all your cubes start inactive. The only exception is a small flat 2D region of your cubes. Active and inactive. Okay, so we're gonna be doing something like that. The energy source boots up by executing 6 cycles. Each cube ever only considers its neighbors, any of the 26 other cubes, or any of their... Yeah, so it's in a 3x3x3, and differs at most by 1. So any individual coordinate, yeah. All cubes simultaneously change their state according to the following rule. If it's active... So, oh boy... Cube remains inactive. Yeah, this initial state is defined of 3-3-3-1. Oh fuck. Oh fun sickles. The issue for me here is going to be data. How do I store this in data? I was thinking about doing... I'm probably going to do a sparse data sets. That seems the best to me. Hey, there's Strudel. The only issue is I don't know how to make a proper sparse one here, because I know I can do it in... Well, if a map accepts a pair, I can do it as a key, and it might, but I'm not sure if it only accepts primitives. Well, let's find out. Because if it doesn't work, we're gonna be having some fun. So I would do a map of which would be gonna be incomings. No, because we need triple. So how do I even... A vector, I guess? That would be a vector, yeah. No way that works, though. It does? It accepts that? Huh. That makes it a lot easier, because my fear would be that it would only accept something that is of fixed length, but I guess this is going to be a resizing hell. But that should be fine. Okay. So we did this before in day 11? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this should be slightly... No, I know a better way to do this, since we have 3 things. So first, let's read it in. That code I can copy, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I assume what's the 0 index? It doesn't matter even what's their 0 index and what isn't. So that's fairly simple. Int row is 0. But there you go. For x dot length, if x equals a hash here. Then we do pocket dimension dot. So here gets the fun thing. So now we need to define a vector already. Don't know. Let's see, CPP. Because I think I'm looking for a constructor that's fairly easy to use. Like 3,100? What does that mean? Oh, 3 times 100. Oh, interesting. That's the default value. That's neat. I guess I could also use an int. An int 3, which I guess would be slightly better. I think this is probably a better one to do. Because then I can just do this. 0, 0, 0. And this is way better, and I don't need to do an else. And so, let's do x, y, z. That's just our internal system. So x gets updated here all the time. So it's I. What the hell? Okay, there we go. The y is the row, which you could update here, and u stays 0. And then I'll make a quick quick I don't know, print void print print space, which will do so we'll do an int min max, so we know int min int max, so we know so we go from the max to the bottom. So for int z equals max, so we'll go from how do they? I'm just gonna copy their visualization because they start from the bottom. So we do min z is less than max or equal, so we do an inclusive one. Z plus plus. Oh, well, it's because of you. If you, oh yes, I mean, I woke up. I woke up at. I'm starting at like 10, so of course I did. Now the fun thing is, how do we get the extent? How do I get the extent at all? Well, I can do min max and xy extent. Ah, fudge. How do I think of a quick visualization here? Let's just hard code it for now. So we'll do for, because it starts out fairly simple. Because here we want like 5, 7. So depending on the cycle number, we can actually do that. Just give me the cycle. It's cycle. So int set int y equals. You better optimize it for the start if you don't want to rewrite everything for P2. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just working on some visualization stuff. I already assumed that part 2 was going to be do it for like 1 billion cycles. I want to get some visualization stuff ready because it'll be useful. Cycle is going to be... Actually, let's what's our starting input at even? It's 3 by 3, so actually do it like minus 1. Good. I ran over. Yeah, I'm using a map. I already realized that was gonna happen. So what I can do now is it'll be -1, -3, so it'll be -1. What's it like? -1, -3, -5. How do I do that? So it'll be -1 minus cycle times 2. And this will be 1 plus cycle over cycle times 2. And I kind of copy this because X will have the same extent. And then I need to do like if the interesting bit here is how do I see if I think if you do a lookup, it returns a pointer and a true false with either the value or the oh, probably not. Yeah, so my dot find. Oh, that's easy. So if my map, sorry, pocket dimension dot find x, y, z. The dot find has that. Oh yeah, if it does not equals pockets dot end. Hash else count and then after each row we do, and after each one here 2. So what I can do now is I can do very simple print space. And since this is just so if I want to do min, do just do 0. This is fine actually. What are you complaining about? Oh yeah, cycle is gonna be cycle 0. So I need to kick C-Fusion in the crotch. So stop being a lazy bum and do the daisy mist. Oh yeah. There we go. Hey there, Paz. A brace enclosed initializer list. Why? Why? Oh, that's why. Ah, fuck. Well, so they wanted me to make it a vector again? How do I properly start a vector again? I think you can do vector int and then between braces do the values. Did you see Polcon yet? No, not yet. What the hell's going on there now? Can't call you a simp on Twitch anymore? Wait, what? The Twitch new policy, words like simp, incel, virgin will be considered insults and against terms of service. What kind of bullshit's that? Yeah, so... Never mind. There we go. So I need to do like infect, yeah. So let's see if so we can keep that fairly similar, thankfully. Oh, isn't there like a CPP hash map? Because that's something like what I need. Okay, so we want to see if we can use an unordered map here. Because that might allow me to use just an int 3. Because in theory, it should just hash it. Take to reference a deleted function. What? What the hell? Is this error message? Function was implicitly deleted because the data member evoked a deleted or an inaccessible function compressed pair. What the fudge is going on here? Try that again. What the hell? Yeah, I already have experience. See, hash map error as key. Yeah, that's what I thought. How do you define a tuple? As in, it's like a tuple. And this should just be right. It should, in theory, function as the same thing. No. What is going on? Do I need to cast this to a tuple? Is that it? I think so. Nope. No, it's not the tuple either. Is it the map versus unordered map? Well, that works. So what if I make it a... No, because if I made it... Ordinary map only requires compare. Yeah. Missing all define, but I want unordered map. Here. You can also make those type... Make also key, though you'd have to bit of boilerplate using from boosts. Oh, ugh. Nah, I mean, it works, but I really would like to use an unordered map here. But it needs to define a... Yeah, but no, the reason why, because it needs to have implemented a less than operator. And so you need to hash it. I guess it seems that you can do something like that in boosts. Yeah. Yeah, but so I don't mind using boost in theory, but yeah, I know. But how do you? I don't know how you do that effectively. That's the issue, and I can't really spend a lot of time today. Template C-size start hash array. Yeah, so that's the error. So it's just telling me it doesn't have it doesn't have a compare. So how do I? So I would need to insert it into that type, right? That's the thing that I'm not exactly matching here. You must implement your own std hash. Yeah. So do I just need to make this just a struct template hash and then what I have, which is a tuple of 3 ints? If I implement that, will it then just work? So something like that. If I can get this to work fairly quickly, I wouldn't mind it. Because I would do template in the... I don't know. No, this is my type. Here, a rash. No, so we have like... Is already fully specialized. Oh, yeah, so you want like T, 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 right? And then... There's never a size needed here, but I think it always wants to pass it on to it. Dun, 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 dun. Hash array tn. So I guess I can just delete this. Yeah, so this will be... This is some hacky, alright. The operator const type A. Hash T is a hasher. Argument type A, but how do you actually... Hasher A. This won't work though, because it just does a bracket operator. I know this won't work. Declared identifier. Oh yeah. Let's just be always 3. Because that's fairly easy. Yeah. Doesn't define this operator. To type acceptable to the predefined operator. Oh, because A is that, so we need like first, second, third. Well, since we only have 3, we can fairly easily hard-code it. Wait, how does that work? Do you actually do third? No way, right? How do you index into a tuple? Probably dot gets, and then just a number. Yeah. Really? Is it that? No way. Oh, I'm not sure I like that. Oh, sorry. What? No matching overloaded function found? Student 0 is... This is frustrating. Is there... What's the better way to do this otherwise? See, tuple... in... hash... app. It's exactly the same article, I suspect. Yeah. Oh, you need to do std make tuple. Oh, really? Huh. Well, that'll slightly simplify the syntax, I guess. So that's slightly easier. You can use list initialization. Are you sure? What do you mean just this? When I delete it like that. Same thing you do with pairs. Like this, you mean? Anyway, something like this. Return get k to the power. Yeah, that's just powers. So this is actually for, you know, a 3. That's actually fairly useful, but I... Oh yeah, unordered map, constant key t. That's our map. It's map t. So then we use map t as that. Key hash key equal. Oh yeah, when you define a map, you can just do that, right? And chi t is our tuple of an int, will be another int, another int. But... Do you have to provide... Oh, and data would be a bool type. But what would be key equal? Because I don't use Rust. What kind of question is that? I'm sure there's a better way in Rust, but I mean, seems like I might just do part day 1 here. Because this key hash, key equal would just be what should my manager always ask? Here we go. Size T operator. So we return wait, no, it would need 2, right? How do you do key equal? So that should take 2. Unary function key T, key T. So why you get 0? Oh yeah, K. Where's K defined? K, T. Attempting to reference a deleted function. Oh, that's because now it's no longer using the right type, so we use this. There we go. But map T is the one thing we want. But why do you use a type def here? Will this already work? So one thing I'm not sure is about the key equal. I don't think I'll ever do comparisons though, so in theory I could just leave this. Because it does compile. I know where the error is here, by the way, so don't worry. I think, at least, so. Alright, because you need to be an equal. So this just prints the basic map. Well, it works, so that makes me happy. I'm just gonna comment this out, just so I know that I could delete it if I get the solution working. Oh, the 3 values. Why not create a struct? Because it's overkill. Because it's literally an XYZ. Hey, yeah, so now it actually looks like one set. Right, no, it's just still complaining that it's not deleted yet. Also, one thing you should remember is that I'm a fairly novice programmer. XYZs are usually structural classes. Sure, if I was generalizing this code, maybe, but I'm not. So we can get our first thing to print. Now we have to implement all the other logic, and we've been going for half an hour. Alright, do cycle. So what we're first which will be a bit annoying. But so what I could do is just do a very quick, you know, well, we'll see how ugly it is. So what I want to do is I want to do Nayfill. Oh. Of which will be X, Y, Z. Plus plus? And no fucking way that works, right? Because does it keep a pointer or the value? I don't remember. I think this... no, we can get this to work. First it's cats, now it's horses. What? Let's see, so I want to do this plus, like, p dot first. And then I need to do a get on this. Oh, nay. If this gets too bulky, I will change this. And what I can do then is I can do a print space here. Well, actually, I'll do a print space on this. Because now I can do it any map, so I can just do there we go, and I can just as easily do. So now what I want to do is I want to see if this works. So this should actually tell me. I mean, we're on cycle 1 already. Nothing happened? Oh, because I never called to cycle. Normally I get an error like, oh, this function is never being called. Delete it. Oh, yeah, of course. If it has a value, do that. Whoa. You know what, let's do this slightly different. What do you return? You return an iterator, right? Let's see. I don't really care about the value. Actually, no. You know what the issue is? This was a bool, and I don't want this to be bool. It needs to be an int. But then they'll complain about this thing, of course. Alright, let's not... I do want to actually do that. Can this just be any type? Because we don't care about what it is. Oh, how the fuck do you do that again? And you know what? We are not gonna bother with this anymore. I don't know how to do that kind of overloading here. I'd know how to do it in something else. But hey, we got like it kind of working. Because this needs to be an int because I need to count it, and so that won't work. I could make a specialized version, but I think I don't need to. Because all I need to do now is... So now, okay, so now I have these values. And the good thing about this is if it isn't there, it won't work. The reason why I wanted to see the values is... actually, I can do it very simple. Like, just do this again. Just do it for Nayfill. And just, count p dot second. This will just tell me what values you have. Yeah, and that doesn't work. Let's see, increment value and map. Yeah, so you would do something like this. So you need to actually define, which is fine. That's not that difficult to actually add in. Is there really no other way? Operator. Oh, yeah. Wait, so that does work. So why does this not work? Well, one thing I should add for later is actually if p dot seconds. If it's false, just continue. Not that it'll matter here, but why do you not work? So x plus y plus z plus zyx, xxx, yy, zzz. I can always count the position as well, which would be this basically. And then p dot seconds. Ah, man, I love bug fixing, but I'm pretty sure that if I just think about efficiency first, I'll be able to do part 2, because that is what Hamster was hinting at. Oops. Fucking CPP, man. There we go. What I could do actually is just not do this and just make it. Just kind of make it this. No, actually, I hard coded it to be a. I should probably actually hard code something like a size in there. Because now it's hard coded to be -1. So what I could do is to like X. I'll do that later because that's a fairly simple thing to fix. It's just that I want this one to be centered around 0, so I know that it'll be symmetric. Not that it needs to be later. It just for the first reading in. That's all. Because the visualization is kind of useless. I know that. So now I know there should be 27 values in here. And this should just be all iterations. But why do you... Oh yeah, because you're ordered. Because you compare the hashes, that's fine. So now what I do is I add in... Oh, so now we do it twice. No, we don't need to. So we do it like this. And now it should actually give me 2s somewhere. Wait, 2? Oh, wait a minute. Now that makes sense because you are off the side. But what the hell's going on? Zero, 0, 0 should be 2. This is really weird. What the hell's going on here? X plus Y plus Z plus 0, 1, 2, P first, P first, P first, increment that. This is really strange. So we know that for 0, 0, 0 it should be 2. It doesn't appear twice in the list, which is good. Oh, I think I know why. It's like if it doesn't find it, it doesn't... it errors out. So what it does, it just kind of increments it.end if it's not found. No, it should always make a value here if there isn't one, which this in theory does if I did like is1. So let's say I do is2, right? All the values should be 2. But I'm pretty sure that it... Wait, what? What? What the hell is going on? How do you... It set you to 2. What? I am extremely confused here. Nayfill gets filled. I know that. And p.second should be this. What the hell? Well, first of all, I can go. Well, I need this one to actually tell me the error. That's the issue. I knew this would fail. That's why I wanted to do that printing crap. But this will work as well for the first 2 steps. Well, let me add this so I know that like 3 will also work. So this thing will tell me it has 3 neighbors, so I just decrement 1 from every single position, basically. And now we should see values going to -2 as well, which we do. That's good, but... Oh my god. So first, we can fix that fairly simple. We do just if x equals 0 and x times y times z 0. Continue. This is not fast. I would... Oh, I could just sum them actually. That's way, way faster. Well, no, that wouldn't work because if 1 is -1 and 1 is 1, it won't work. Actually, no, they all need to be 0, of course. Whoopsie. Will this work? Huh. No way that should... What the hell? Why do I no longer see -2? That's better. Okay, I'm still see values 1 here, so that still confuses me a lot. How does that work? How does it not make this a 2? It's like it's... You lied to me. No. Let's, so is there any reason why this would never work? if the positions don't match, but why is it already started at 1? That's the weird thing, because like I would imagine it starts at 0 if it's nothing, if nothing gets assigned. And that way that works. So if we tell it to be 0, it works. Is it because you're trying to be a Boolean? No, because it's an int. Hey there, Aftish. So it's going weirdly. Oh wait, I know why. Holy fucking shit, Nitro. You are a moron. It's impressive how far you got in life with this. It's that pair is wrong. Because it should be. No, I'm just being an idiot. Like a giant blithering fool. There we go. Exactly. There's one that has 3 neighbors. No, there should be multiple that have 3 neighbors. Yeah, and that's all correct. Everything in the middle plane. Wonderful. That works. So we can just comment this out. And now we're going to do the actual logic. So what I need to do is I need to do 2 checks. So first, I need to do so for every single block, it tells me how many neighbors there are. Let's see, if a cube is active and exactly 2 or 3 are also active, it remains, otherwise it becomes inactive. And here is a cube, if inactive but exactly 3 of its neighbors are active, the cube becomes active. So what I can do is I can do a check through all of these values, and if there are 3 and the original one is nothing, become active. Yeah, I can do that. That's fairly easy. So now what we do is we make another one. Woo-hoo. But this one will be a proper pool, though. Pool. And this will be the new dimension. New dim. So first, order doesn't really matter. So let's do the cube is active. So we do for... So for the original pairs, if p, if not p dot seconds. Actually, yeah, if it's inactive, we can effectively delete it from this, and that might actually be a good idea, but I don't know how to properly do that. I could actually strike it at the end, just delete all the empty ones. That might be an idea, and then I could just remake it after every cycle, because it'll speed this up, but I think it won't really matter. It depends on how many cubes get flipped. Actually, no, they won't get added here. That's the good thing. Yeah, so that's actually fine. So we only ever add active cubes. So what we do now is if if the cube is active, and next to 2 or 3 of its neighbors are also active, it remains active. So what we can do then is we can check in nayfill. So we can check the value in nayfill. If this equals, well, equals 2, or it equals 3. Is there a better way to do this? And then we do new dim p dot first equals true. And then we do the other check, which is for... So now what we need to do is we need to make sure that... Actually, yeah, so the issue is unactive cubes. And there are infinite amount of inactive cubes, so we can't ever check them. But we know every cube that might have a neighbor. So that's this one. So for... this one, I then do... I need to know if the original one hasn't already been set to... Hey, wait a minute. If it's inactive, but exactly 3 of its neighbors are active, the cube becomes active. So what do we do now? We need to check if it's inactive. So, oh boy. How do I do that proper? Well, first we can just check if the value isn't 3. We just continue. So if p.seconds does not equal 3, continue. We don't care about any other ones. So it's actually 3 if its neighbors are active. It becomes active. Yeah. So then, well, we can copy you back. Actually, no. We can just go back to our native one. Although this will immediately remain inactive. Yeah, so that's not a good idea. So we might as well go for you. Now what I need to do is I need to check if the original one is... So what I can do is... I need to look up in a map, though. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Something like this, basically. So if it's already present... Oh, let's see iterator. Yeah. And this will be a tuple. Actually, this is just pair, because it's the original one. And this will be pocket dimension dot find p dot second. Sorry, p dot first. What are you complaining about? Oh yeah, it needs p hash. Oh yeah, and that works. No, because it needs yeah, it does no wonder it doesn't work, because it needs a tuple comma key, sorry, comma bool. This should work. There we go. What I do then is, if it's not the ends, we don't want to increment it, but we basically want to say if it needs to be inactive. If we found it, then if its second equals false, because if it's true it doesn't matter, because we did it before, so we need to do if it's false, then we set it to true, and then we do new dim e dot first equals true, and otherwise we always do it. The only reason why I'm not sure I can condense this further is if I don't know how it does and checks. I don't think, because like in I don't know what this will return. If pocket dimension equals 1. I don't know if I say put this one here, if it then will no, because it's slightly more complicated. So this in theory should work. Well, let's see if it does. I'm very doubtful. Well, slightly chaotic. So why are you 2? Oh, I know why. Because you need to be 1. So it's just gonna be plus cycle. There we go. Why is that one higher? -2. No matter. Here we go. Oh, after 1 cycle, it doesn't increase the extent yet. That's why. Which means I could do like cycle 0 as well. It's kind of nice, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Oh no, it seems like well, that's fine. My printing seems to be slightly different. Anyway, I think it looks fairly similar. Hey, that looks okay. That looks great. But it seems like I have my offset wrong because I have my center not set to the right value. No, that should work fine. Zero zero in reality is -1 yeah, and 1 1 is in reality 0 0 0. Why am I not right? No matter, it seems to be working fine. I don't know, this should be like shift up 1. Maybe it's a good idea to print out the coordinates of all the true ones we find. It might be a good idea. That's not how we do it, though. I need to know if they don't drift. That's kind of my issue. No matter. What's the actual answer? Dimmer asked. 111 are left inactive. So what we can do then is just kind of do this. So we do like the only question is I don't know if I have inactive cubes left in the end, because in theory I won't. So what I could do is just count pockets dimension dot size. Oh, 112. That's the right answer. That is indeed the right answer. So you are 8 by 8. This doesn't need to be done, by the way. So let's remove that just to make sure. It shouldn't be relevant anywhere else. 3, 4, 6. Hey, what's part 2? 4 dimensions? God fucking damn it. Why? It's actually fairly easy to implement, though. This is not that difficult. This is genuinely not that difficult, though. Because all I need to do is just add another integer here. And I need to add like a W. And that is just another one of these, for example. And in that case, it's just going to be W equals... Oh, that's great! Oh, that's wonderful. Why is the top right in your first cycle? Wait, what do you mean? Top right in my first cycle? Top left. I never printed... Oh, wait, what do you exactly mean? I guess that was just maybe a print... Oh, no, that was... top right, because that's the correct answer for that. Oop. Here. Here you go. Da-da-da, da-da-da. That's the right answer. I was testing that. Anyway, so this is fairly simple. Why are you complaining about, though? Expected a semicolon? Don't know where you expected a semicolon, but... So all I need to do is update this one to also include W. CPP, indeed. Indeed, Mike, it is C++. We're almost done though, which is great, because I really don't have much time today. I have to prepare a small presentation on fucking, whatchamacallit, words, super resolution microscopy. So W to get 3, and you are gonna be, comma 0 again, I guess, right? Yeah, because you're W0 as well. And why is doCycle not right? doCycle is undefined. Oh, yeah. Oh, because of course I added U, but I didn't add a proper bracket at the end there. I wasn't sure how the top left was active after the first cycle. In the given example, you mean? Oh, we could take a quick look at that. So, here. Inactive, actually 3 of its neighbors must be active. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's so this one, right? It's like black magic to me. Hey, look, same for me. Before any cycles, so we check the neighbors, which is because it should have one neighbor that is active. Let's see. I'm not entirely. Let me just quickly finish this, because I think I can actually get the right answer already. Let me first test it with the original example, which for which the right answer is 8 for 8. What? Local function definitions? This line contains which has not been... Oh yeah, that's why. Oh, because I did the same thing here. It's not closed properly. There we go. It might be another error. Oh, and that's because I now need to make sure my hash function is also updated. And that's because you also need to be updated. Eight for 8, buddies. This is gonna take for fucking ever on my actual solution. Jesus Christ. Oh, we are still in debug mode though, so it's not impossible. Look at that memory going up and down. It's because it's like it deletes all the non-needed, and it has to allocate almost double the space that it needs regularly. One, 6, 3, 2. Hey, we did it! I'm very happy about that, because that was... I'm not gonna say it was impressive, but I like it. And it's a bronze medal. I'll take it. And here we go. What's my delta? 5 minutes. A hamster did it. Well, everyone has a pretty low delta here. I guess everyone already made slightly faster solutions. So let's go delete unneeded crap and see if I can speed it up at all. So first thing I'd like to see, fairly easy, is to... why is it complaining about unary function? What? You compiled before. What do you want about? So what I could do here is actually put these up here. Make sure to check all versions of my code. I'm not sure how long I'll be working on... where's key T used here? I'll have my first brute force. I don't know how long I have here. That's the issue. So why are you not working anymore? Unary function is not a member of using std. What? Wait, what are you complaining about? You worked before. City is no member unary. What? Unary function STD. Yeah, he's not a temp. Oh, because I removed the template line, right? Oh, it's still complaining about this. No, because this is before make the code. What? Is it because I'm in release mode? What the F is going on here? It doesn't work in release mode? Are you not? Oh, because yeah. There we go. I am very unsure what's going on here. But I'll laugh at your solution, because, you know, laughing at people's solution is always very fun. Especially when they're dumber than me. So... on release mode, why does it not work? Okay, this... I've never had this happen. It wouldn't work on release mode. Unary function. Oh, it's a deprecated. Doesn't look like as because I cheated a tiny bit. I'll take a look at both of yours in a second, because you're the only one who completed it. This is weird. So why are you not working? So it's sure it's not in the standard library anymore, but why? Because it says deprecated. Well, unary function. Dun, dun. Wait, but how do I? If needed, define the argument and result types in your class. But how? What? I am very confused here. How do I? But what? How do I use without unary functions? I don't know. I didn't write this code. It's a function. It's a function. So what I... So what is a unary function normally? Base class for creating function objects with one argument. Does not define operators. It's expected that derived classes that will define this provides only two types, argument type and result type. Hey Sim, are you listening? Yes or no? Because it's a public function. The function is named keyhash. Unary function is deprecated in C++11. And it worked in debug mode and not in release mode, which is kind of annoying. But I'm not sure how to replace it or remove it at all. I could also just remove all of this. That might work. Hey, yeah, no. Well, never mind. It worked without. Alright, never mind, I'm stupid. I could just remove this. Sounds like it was compiler nonsense. Like, just like removing this worked. Just like, because the annoying thing is that it was fine in, you need a rubber duck to talk to. You're on my rubber ducts. Potentially expensive copy of variable p for range and loop. Consider making it a const reference. Huh. So it gives you more help as well. That's interesting. So how do you do that? How do you make a constant reference? Because you would need a pointer to the first pair, but you need like something like p.next for that. But they're not linked lists, so... Rubber duct tape A. So you define these up here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, but insert an element if one does not already exist. Yeah, but that's fine, because I want to insert one if it doesn't already exist. What do you mean, like, .at? Oh, I see what they mean. So you can do .ats. Yeah. I think that's why. But even this should... Let's do, Sure, that's fine, but... Make a constant reference. Interesting, so it compiles with a different... Oh no, let's see, fuck, where can I change that? I want to change my C++ version for debug mode then as well, because that's really annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm not entirely sure where I can change that again. Was it in projects? Oh, well, interesting, because I would like to potentially expensive copy of variable p in range for a loop. Say CPP, expensive map for loop. Maybe that'll help. Ha! It just... it's useless. Well, in theory still, this runs in what, like a second or so? Oof. Oh, is it because these changes are not allowed? That'd be pretty ironic. Still errors out. Why? Wait, what? You worked before? Memory location, allocation error. What? Oh, it's because you are now erroring out, yeah. Nitro managed to cheat his way. What? No, I didn't. I didn't cheat myself into salute. No, it was just because of this. Because now it should work again. See, there we go. Let's add some rough timing code. I do like that because I properly remove inactive cubes, this is just a solution, just pocket dimension dot size. Here we go. Whoop. About 900 milliseconds. I pity I didn't manage to trick you into having a giant array. Well, how would you? I already knew beforehand it would be something like that, because either we'd have to do a gigantic amount of cycles. I didn't expect 4D though, but it was super easy to adjust it, which is great. You were still faster with me with part 2 though, to get part 2. You were like, it took me 6 minutes, so it took you 3.5. It's pretty nice seeing this difference here all the time. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick look at Afdish code and at your code hamster, and then I'm gonna call it because I escaped myself until 12, and well, it is almost 12. Yeah, you said to look at your earlier ones. That's the reasonable Afdish code. How slow are you? Oh, actually, speed comparisons are useless. Mine runs in about 900 milliseconds. Comments. Oh my fucking god, Avdish! The fuck is this? This is unreadable. What is this then? Is this the same file? Yeah, what the hell? This is your code on Russian. Good grief. Nitro. Yeah, it is actually. I wish I had a screenshot from old Nitro code where I did a huge switch statement for that. I mean, I remember that. It's great. I should have it somewhere here, actually. I mean, you mean this file? Where I just need to, Look, it could be worse. Yes, it's great, isn't it? Anyway, this is awful, but I guess, I mean, if it works, it works. Because you just do a cycle for defining the neighbors, yeah. And they do the end region. So the thing is, my solution uses 2 intermediaries. And one is the next cycle, basically. And one is an intermediary, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure you can speed that up. But this seems to me the fastest way. The best way to do it. Hamster. Look at this white space. What is the solution? O(n) to the 6th? No, it's O(n) cubed, because this is a linear range. But still. Yeah, so use a range here. This is why your solutions are so slow. It's because you use this min range to 0 solution. So you check every single square, even if it's like, you know, I just want to see the, here we go, 17. Even if it's like this square here, which will never turn into the right value. That's why I flipped it around. I guess mine is a bit of overkill for this, though. And it's a lot more difficult to comprehend than your solutions, which in all fairness are fairly clean. Hamster's one in particular. This one is fairly well done. My second solution doesn't do it. I don't care about that. I just care about your... organize your stuff, man. Final solution. That's the one I want. No, wait. This is not the final one. You mix the names. Which one is the right one then? Damn it! Check P2. Okay, thank you. I'm looking for the final solution. Let's see. In cubes, it's all cubes. Min is the max. Fair enough. But what is all C all cubes? But what does this do? What is min? Oh, there's just a minimum of the cube, but the cube is... What does that return? I need to check the names of the current... Hey, that's what I do as well. It's a relic, check B. Set for cube in sets. B equals the set of the neighbor cube 0. So there's an OR. Which in sets, what was that again? Is that the intersection, right? What was the set logic? I think that's... Or is it the sum? It is sum, okay. Oh, here's the one. It's a union. Yeah. Yeah, union, sum, whatever. So this is and neighbors is a function which returns, which returns that. And dim is probably a part 1 and part 2. Dimensions slightly better than my solution. That's true, because yours n-dimensional and mine is, well, it's easy. My solution would be fairly easy to adapt, but it'll still be annoying to do because I have to kind of rewrite the code. But this is same concept, better execution, and then you check all the neighbors. Yeah, it's exactly what I do as well. It's actually literally what I do, just in Python code. So we had the same idea here, although I had it first, so I'm way smarter. I want to quickly check something. Yeah, because like you did a poor solution first, that clearly means that I got the idea earlier in our timeline, which means that I'm the smarter person in the end. Which also explains clearly why I'm, a whole 2 minutes faster than you for part 2. Because I'm just so much more intelligent. And yeah, it's literally the same thing. It's a smart thing. And then, although I like that in the end, all I have to do for the solution is just count the size. Because I discard, you could do the same, I think, because you should, in theory, only have the active cubes in the end, which is what you want. Which means that if I remove, like, this check, for example, it doesn't matter. They only have 1 second. It's minus about 800s, yeah. So I sum all dict values. Yeah, I know. Oh, 1s. 1s? What? Oh, you only have ones. Yeah, so do I. But the thing is, if you only have active cubes, it's the same as the length, and the length checking is a lot faster than summing, I think. Look, words are difficult. Anyway, I'm gonna call it. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick look at the Advent of Code subreddit, and then I'm gonna go, because it's almost 12. I'm sorry, you fucking what? Fucking Minecraft, man. Don't leave Nitro the run. I'm gonna stay inside. It's neat though. I kind of like Game of Life things. Poor foolish people who can't understand the Conway cubes as well as I do. "13 fucking minutes." I mean, I spent a lot of time struggling with getting those. Well, it's good to know, because if unordered maps are really fast, and all I need to do is add a key hash, which is a value that should be unique for any input value, which this really kind of isn't. Because these are just XORing them together. The dialogue API guy is actually insane. Fucking APL. It's just a language that is so incomprehensible to me. Dialogue. Yeah, it's dialogue. Exactly. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Hey, NumPy and Convolve. Dark Souls prepared to dialogue edition. Let's see. Nice. I can't imagine that working in this is fun with all these special characters. Yeah, there, Owen. You're catching just the tail end. Oh no. Huh. Well, that's the way to do that. Why would you need so much crap? What the fuck are you doing? Fucking nested vectors? That is disgusting. It's a vector of a bool, so you got a vector of a vector bool, so a vector of a vector of a vector of a vector of a bool. What the fuck's wrong with you? Ugh. Thanks, hamster. That's rich coming from you. Hey, this is what I have. It's easy to read. mostly. 26 minutes. That's very, very fast. The hashtag community times are not. But yeah, I think the look up here is really what's making it slow, but it shouldn't be that slow. Still takes 3 seconds. Woof. Could I use a set here? I guess I could have used a set here, but... yeah, that would have worked as well. I guess I could have done that, but I think removing and inserting into a set is super slow. Nah, I probably could have used a set as well. Might have even made it faster. What a guy. Now this is how you do it fast. Write boilerplate code that makes this easy. I mean, don't worry about it. You can always do it later. I mean, it's not like the Discord is just gonna up and disappear when it ends. Goddamn boosts. I don't like using boosts. But it probably will make it a lot cleaner. The Cartesian product of... Alright, it makes it unreadable. Impressive. 0.31 seconds to run both day parts. In Python, that's really impressive. Huh. I'm guessing... oh, this product thing is really useful. That's really nice. I have A doesn't equal B, B doesn't equal C, and C doesn't equal 0. Oh, if any is true? And they do the neighbor stuff. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Yeah, so this only requires 1 copy, I think. Where I require 2. Well, no, this is the 3rd copy here. Product was also what you did. I guess I read over that line, but it's I kind of read over it because their implementations are the same. They just use different syntax. But this one's really, really fast. Hey, I'll see you, Factorio, when you stop blowing me up with grenades. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I am going to call it a day. I am going to eat some breakfast, and then I am going to first commit this code. And then I'm going to finish my presentation on super resolution microscopy. Wonderful. I wonder if I ever should do like there's some streamers that do lectures for their topics. Feels weird. Can't imagine doing it to people like Nitro. What the fuck are you talking about? This is basic. There's a typo here. Your graph is offset by 1 pixel. You forgot a dash here in the whatever the fuck it might be. Anyway, no matter. I'm gonna eat some breakfast, work on a presentation, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. There will no stream tonight. The schedule is a lie. I'll move it actually tonight. That's where your laser is the wrong color. I mean, that could actually be an issue. Anyway, no stream tonight. Patreon's moved to tomorrow. I'll update the schedule in a second. So, see you tomorrow morning for more Advent of Code. Cheers.